Hey everybody, very exciting video today. We are unboxing a product from LDY. Now previously LDY has sent me products in the past, such as the Sirius or the Frank P. However, this was not sent to me for free. I bought this with my own money, so, you know, all thoughts and opinions are for sure my own. But, we'll get right into it. So, obviously you guys already know what's in here, but it comes in a little LDY box. Unlike, I guess, some of their more, expensive models, which come in a little, case with a bunch of accessories. So I'm interested to see what is in here. But it comes in a box with plastic film around it and little pull tab, which is real nice. Here we go, and we can pull it out. We get our balisong, which we'll get to in a moment. So we get a full set of spare hardware, including weight pins. Are there weight pins in this? I was not aware of that. And then you get your little LDY chip thing that you can scan and has the specs. Of course, we get our little vacuum sealed sorta thing going on here. Then inside we have our balisong. You can see LDY competition. This is the competition model. And just look at that. When I saw this design, I just knew that I had to have one. I think the blade looks amazing. I think the handles are cool. They're really sleek. I don't know. I think it's just a very cool looking design for the LDY Orion. I can already tell you that out of the box, it is coming oiled. But there's not a ton of oil, on the handles. A lot of times when companies oil their balisongs and you get them, the first thing you notice is that the handles are all covered in oil and nasty. But I'm not really getting that with the Orion here. I will say I can tell that whatever this black is, I don't think this is an anodization. It feels more like a coating, maybe a Cerakote or something. I'm not entirely sure, but it doesn't feel like an anodization like how it feels on the Sirius. So it's definitely something else. Immediately flipping it out of the box, I will say that it feels very good. This is kind of a balisong that everyone says is really good. Everyone says it's one of the best budget balisongs on the market right now, or the best budget balisong. And to the point that even I was like, okay, I'll even say that it's the best and recommend it. But I never actually had one or flipped one. And I felt like, as someone who makes videos in this hobby, it's almost like a responsibility for me to try this thing, at least try an Orion. You know, especially because, you know, people come to me and they ask me, what balisong should I buy under $100, for instance? And I would say, buy the LDY Orion. But I'd never actually flipped one. And now I can say that I have, and I can say, if you ask me, what balisong should I buy under $100? I will tell you, LDY Orion. You should just buy an Orion. Honestly, I think with LDY, I'm kind of shocked. The ratio of price to performance that they get is actually kind of ridiculous. And unmatched by pretty much any other company. The only company in my mind that comes close would be Nibali's. Now, also debatably machine-wise, but machine-wise doesn't make a lot of cheaper stuff anymore. So I think the price to performance might be a similar ratio, but the price is just higher. Versus LDY actually has some more budget-friendly options. And of course, I'm going to flip a little more conservatively because I'm, one, on the ground, and two, I've never flipped this balisong before. Although it does fit my preferences exceptionally well. It feels it feels amazing in the hands. The balance is perfect. I mean, it's, you know, it's not like the same as, say, a Sirius. Yeah, I can tell that the Sirius is a little more... I'd actually say the Sirius is a little more handle biased than the Orion. Yeah, the Orion is very neutral and doesn't carry momentum as strongly. But that isn't to say it doesn't carry it well. The Orion is carrying momentum very well. It's just not overpowering. I guess I don't think I realized that the Orion was a sandwich balisong, but I guess it is. Sandwich with spacers at the end. We have some jimping that feels like it's probably not going to do a whole lot, and it's on such a small part of the end of the handle, I'm not convinced it's going to do much. But it is there, so, you know, maybe it'll help a little bit, maybe it won't. I can't really say for certain. Someone is blowing up my phone. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'd say that this flips very well. I mean, I'm interested to see kind of how my initial thoughts hold up as I spend more time with it. However, knowing LDY, knowing their track record, I doubt I'm going to have any issues. I don't really have any plans with this balisong. In theory, this could make a decent beater because it's a cheaper option. But this is a limited run of it with a very cool blade. So I'm not quite sure if I am going to beat it or not. I definitely don't want to beat my Sirius. You know, maybe I will cave and buy a second Orion to have a beater. I don't know. Only time will tell. But either way, I'm definitely happy to have this in my collection now. I think this is a very good kind of fit for me. And I don't really think I have anything that flips quite like this. I definitely have similar flipping experiences, but it is a little unique. And in terms of designs, it's definitely unique. So it does have that going for it. I honestly cannot think of a whole lot more to say. If there was something bad about it, I would love to tell you. Oh, I didn't notice that. So in the laser engraving, you know, obviously it says LDY competition on it, but on this side you do have at least part of the LDY logo, which is actually kind of notable because as far as I'm aware, LDY doesn't put logos on their products. There's no logo on Sirius, and most of their other products seem to have no logo. So actually, the fact that this does obviously say LDY and then has the logo on it is actually somewhat notable, as being I guess one of the few LDY products that has a logo. Granted, if you got a normal Orion, it's not going to have a logo, but this variant of it does, which I think is kind of neat and worth pointing out. But yeah, the tolerant, there's no play. I can do a sound test. Sounds pretty good. It did come oiled out of the box, but I think I might even put carbon honey on it to make the sound a little darker. Yeah, I'm very impressed with the Orion. I think a lot of what LDY does is really good and really impressive. It's quite shocking the amount of value that they put in their products. Try to work that in a little bit so I can get a better sound test. Oh. Yeah. That's insane. Yeah, I can definitely say that this is one of the best balisongs I have purchased when it comes to the value proposition. Obviously, we'll see how it holds up. But for now, my initial thoughts are LDY Orion, amazing. No complaints. it feels like a no-brainer, especially if you like the design or you like LDY. Even if you like neutral balisongs or you want a cheaper live blade. I gotta say, I don't think you can really go wrong with this one. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all that I had for you guys today. Hope you've all had a wonderful day, and until next time, keep flipping.